Hey guys, welcome back to CyberHack. Today I had a really interesting article that I found while reading the free newspaper. So believe it or not, in New York City, they still hand out or they have a rack of newspapers that are free, and it's called the AM New York or an AM Metro. Sorry about that. I was actually just looking at the website. So apparently they have a digital form and a physical paper form that you can just grab every morning that they have on this rack, which is pretty surprising. They've been doing this for many, many years across the five boroughs in New York City. So whenever I go into the office, because I am hybrid, I would pick one of these up if it's still available. And luckily for me, I go in early enough where it's still there. But if you don't have access to it, meaning you don't see it at your train station, you can pick up you can just log in. You don't even have to log in. You don't even need an account. You just go onto their website, and I'll show you guys really briefly this actual AM Metro New York. And why am I showing you guys this? Well, first, before I even go further, this was the snippet as I was turning the pages, reading my coffee, and I saw this, right? So BMCC is a community college that it's pretty popular. It's a 2-year college in New York, like right downtown Manhattan, very close to Wall Street, at least close to in where I am, like where I work physically, right? So I go in and I would sometimes pass this building. So anyway, I'm reading this and I'm like, okay, BMCC, I'm familiar with that school. It's a college, a 2-year college. And as we're reading this, let's go over it. CISSP Bootcamp. Are you looking to land a cyber role or advance your career in cybersecurity and stand out amongst your peers? Get ahead today and consider becoming a certified CISSP, whatever. With our comprehensive program, we designed our CISSP training program to equip you with the knowledge and skill necessary to pass the CISSP certification exam and excel your career. All right, that's fine. They give you the dates, they give you the times and what the availabilities are, and the tuition is $1,199. And that's overall, with that little article, is where I find the problem. So this is what I was flipping through. Now, this is digital form. I was flipping it through the actual physical form. And when I came across this is where I noticed it. So if you guys don't see that, I'm going to drag it right here. So this is what I noticed. And I was like, wow. So $1,200. All right. I'm just rounding it up. $1,200. And they're treating this as if it's like an entry level certification now. Like, what's going on, right? I mean, anyone who's reading this, oh, do you want to jump right into cybersecurity? You can't just jump right into cybersecurity by taking the CISSPs. That's how deceiving this little snippet is, right? So I go to their website, which is right here, is this bmcc.cuny.edu. Now, I want to personally say, if anyone was to ever consider this, please do not. Really, do not. I do not find it necessary for you to sit through a course like this because, one, I do not have. I've gone through it myself. Not this one in particular. I've gone through boot camps with CISSP. The 5 days that you're sitting there from 9 to 5 or whatever time the instructor decides to let you out would never, ever get you prepared for this exam. Okay? 5 days to study for this exam is close to impossible. There is a reason why they want X amount of years of experience. And I believe it's 5 years of experience in order for you to become CISSP. But not once is that being mentioned in that little snippet, right? So, all right, let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe there's more information on the website. So we come to the website and you can see this is a new course that they've added. So let me just hit the back page really quick. They do have a whole bunch of other IT related, possibly some cybersecurity. I don't even see it right now. Okay, maybe. They have Security Plus. All these are new courses. Anything that says new. But I could have I could swear that a lot of these were pre-existing. The Linux Plus and Network Plus and Security Plus. I believe BMCC always had these type of courses to offer. So I'm not too sure. Maybe it's new as an updated and it's new because a lot of these exams probably have a newer version. But anyway, let's go back into the CISSP because it's the one that we're focusing on. So let's go through the details of this, right? What does $1,200 really get you? Are you looking to get into cybersecurity role, advance your career? So that's the same snippet that we read previously in this little thing right here. Are you looking, right, to land a cybersecurity role? Actually, no, it's a little different. See, over here it says, are you looking to land a cyber role or advance your career? But here it says, are you looking to get that cyber role or advance your career? Interesting, right? One says land and the other one says advance. Oh, I mean, looking to get or looking to land. Okay, I mean, that's just me being nitpicking. Get ahead in cybersecurity. So there is some verbiage that was changed. I guess someone did grammar check or something. But either way, however you say it, it looks. I mean, it sounds I mean, it goes at least into the same path, right? All right. So that's the selling point. That's the marketing side of it. Job outlook. Employment of information security analysts is projected to grow 33% from 2023 to 30. What? 10 years from now, 33%. Much faster than the average for all occupations. They guys, they cannot predict any of this. This is just like spewing BS. Like, how you can't anticipate that with the current trends because things are constantly changing, especially within IT. Can you imagine in 10 years how much Cisco, Zscaler, CrowdStrike, like we don't even know if those and Splunk, and we don't even know those vendors or those products will still exist or still operate the same way for them to predict this pretty dramatic, numbers, right? I just won't believe it. 33%. Show me. Like, how do you even come up with that, right? But anyway, about 17,000 openings for information security analysts are projected each year on average. Why do you keep focusing on this security analyst position for CISSP, right? On average over a decade. Many of those openings are expected to result from the need to replace workers who transfer to different occupation or exit the labor force, such as to retire. Okay, so this is what they're considering. People who are in cyber right now deciding to leave the occupation, right? Transfer to the different occupation or retire or, get let go or get fired, right? And they have to hire someone cheaper, meaning you, to come in with a CISSP making 70 grand. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine earning your CISSP and then coming into the workforce and making below 6 figures? Below 100,000. But anyway, they're using this as a factor to entice you. There's going to be a lot of openings. It's like, how could there be so many openings? Well, because people are retiring, people die, people change their mind about doing cybersecurity. All right, fine. All right, they have another selling point. They want to convince you that this is going to be reality. So facts and questions. What are the benefits of earning this certificate? Answer, industry recognition. Yes, I do agree with that. ISC score certification enhance student credibility and demonstrate their expertise in various domains of information security. Yes, that's why it's very crucial that you're supposed to have your 5 years experience in cybersecurity in any of the 8 domains in order to obtain your CISSP. Otherwise, you don't become one, you're just an associate. Now, I'm not saying you can't go take the exam, which will cost close to almost $800. I believe it's like 7 something right now, but we'll dig a little deeper into that. But of course, it doesn't mention any of that in here, right? They want to entice you to get the course, right? Get in this course here, and then maybe, just maybe, they'll explain all of that to you, meaning you need the X amount of years of experience. And then on top of the $1,200, you're going to have to pay another $700 something dollars. I think it's like $750 right now. We'll take a quick look at how much that costs. $750 on paying for the exam, to take the exam, right? To sit the exam. All right. So industry recognition, comprehensive knowledge. I do not doubt that. Obviously, any exam, the more you study it, the more you obtain the knowledge of understanding what they're trying to have you pass is going to be beneficial, especially if it's related to any industry, not just cybersecurity. But here we're focusing on the CISSP. Yes, network opportunities. Yes. Give students a head start. Okay. Awesome. Right. You have the certification and you're thinking that, all right, now I could just gun it all. I don't even have to like walk. I do not even need to learn to walk or crawl. I could just run right now and get a job because I took this course and I'm going to pass it, thinking that after you pass it, you're a CISSP. No, you're not. You can't even flaunt that badge, which is deceiving right now from this. And no mention of that anywhere here. So that pretty much, in my opinion, really, really, it's a marketing tactic that I do not agree with, because it's not telling you the full details of what you really need to know. And as a beginner, as a college student, or someone really desperate right now looking for a job and saying, hey, I want to get into cybersecurity. Oh, look, BMCC has this course for only $1,200 and I could be CISSP. Nope, it does not work that way. So let's go down further. Course objectives. These are the 8 domains. Yes, these are the 8 domains that obviously they will be going over with you. Security and risk management, asset security, security architecture and engineering domain, communication and network security domain, identity and access management domain, security assessment and testing, security operations, and security development security domains. So all these 8 domains, they will go over with you. Now, the prerequisite is highly recommended that students have obtained the Networking Plus, because they're going to go through IP address information, general basic physical networks topologies, right? Security Plus, where you have your understanding of encryptions, types of encryptions, I think basics of like firewalls, port numbers, and what these different protocols do. So they want you, now they're telling you at the end of it, they want you to have this type of experience. So what do you do in this dilemma, right? You want to jump into cybersecurity. So now it's recommended. So do I have to go take these 2 first, right? Do I have to sit through your Networking Plus and then your Security Plus and then come back to the CISSP? At least they're being honest here that you should have this knowledge, because you cannot walk into this blindly, being an accountant for the last 10 years and say, hey, I want to jump into cybersecurity. Or, I was a plumber for the last 15 years and I just want to jump into cybersecurity now and taking the CISSP. Worst approach ever. If you ever come across this if you ever came across this advertisement, and it doesn't mix well. So registration and enrollment, this course is 100% online. All right, blah blah blah, that's it. So they give you the random dates and times that you can choose. So that's pretty much it, guys. I don't feel like this, the way they sell it is like, all right, we can sucker them in, make them pay the $1,200 and then let them figure it out on their own later. Like, they don't even give you the full details. It probably, most likely, you would not know the full details of what's in that $1,200 till you actually pay for it and then join the course. And then they will tell you, hey, you can't really become CISSP unless you have X amount of years of experience. And not only on top of that, even for you to be successful at this exam, you need to know a hell of a lot of other things. And that's a reason why you would need the experience, because just general networking knowledge and general cybersecurity knowledge, not just jumping right into the CISSP. It was a very difficult exam. I've taken it multiple times. I've taken it in the past where it was still 250 questions. They have since gone away with that, and it was like 10 domains. Now they dumbed it down to 8 domains, and they made the exam 150 questions where it's like progressive. Like, if you answer it right, the next one gets harder. I've got the name of what they call it, but anyway, it's that, right? And if you answered it incorrectly, the next question will be slightly a little bit easier for you to see your comprehension level of that particular domain. And then at the end of the exam, they'll give you the percentage of all the domains and how you did on it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I wanted to share that with you guys. Don't fall for the trap of thinking like you can just get the CISSP and everything will be, you know, rainbows and sunshine at the end of the day after taking a course like this. This is far from it. If, in my honest opinion, if you were to dedicate it and you had the experience and you knew you want to take the CISSP, that's something you would do on your own. Forget the boot camps. You do not need the boot camp. The boot camps will get you nowhere. And if anyone tells me or says, oh, it's only $1,200, please, that's only $1,200 just for that boot camp. That doesn't include the exam, which is another $750. And if you add the two up, you're paying well into over $2,000 for this exam. I would personally study it on your own. Read the books, read the resources, whatever's free online, outlines, people's notes, your personal notes. Take the exam, and if you fail, at least you have that money to study. Well, you can study, continue studying, and then take it again as a retry. But to take this course, I would probably not recommend it. So just want to share that with you guys, and thank you for being here, and enjoy your Black Friday. Take care.